So we're going to be talking about brand visibility. Latoya pretty much covered everything I was going to say. So I'm pretty much done for the night. Have a good one. I'm kidding. So Latoya, you covered a lot of stuff. So first thing I want to say is brand visibility goes way beyond what people can see. Always remember that. Brand visibility. What is visible? What you see, but also what you hear, what you feel. And one thing I've noticed is that what people see on social media is one thing, and how people feel about you and how they talk about you is something completely different. You never know how people talk about you, but your brand, number one, first and foremost, is you. It is you, it's your personality, your values, how you treat people, how you respect them. And this is what people will always remember. You can have the best service in the world. You could be the best business person on the planet, but you know what? If you don't treat people well, you're not going to go far. And people will constantly tear you down. And unfortunately, this is the reality. The one thing that we hear all the time is it's a small world, right? It's a small world. How many times have we gone to network events or we've met people or spoken to people and they always tell us, oh, you know this one, oh, you know my friend, you know my cousin. So it's so interesting how so many of us are intertwined in very similar circles. Even traveling abroad, it's crazy, but I have so many stories of traveling abroad but meeting people who know people in Montreal or Toronto or know friends, family. So it's interesting how we're all connected in some way. So this is also very important to take into consideration when you're thinking about your brand, where your brand is always exposed. It's always on the forefront of conversations. If your name comes up, what you do, how you treated that person, or what they know about you will be shared with other people. So your reputation is important. And again, nobody is perfect. You know, we all make mistakes. We've all had things that we've learned from. The important thing is that we learn from them and we grow from them and we just try to become better. One thing that I want to share that really inspired me as a young kid that my mother told me, and it just drives me every single day with everything that I do. When my mother told me, don't be like other people, be better than them. And she had told me that because she saw a lot of people who were, you know, taking advantage or, I'm close with my family. So for me, for my mother to tell me that, it right away always reminds me, doesn't matter how someone treats you, if they treat you good or bad, but always stay true to yourself. Stay true to who you are no matter what. Don't let people change who you really are and who you want to be in the world and what you want to offer. And there we're all going to come across situations where people have done us wrong. They owe you money, they disappear, they treat you badly, they disrespect you. We've all been through certain cases like that. It's part of life. You're going to find the good apples and the bad apples. But how you respond to that is so important, not only to yourself, but your brand as well. And how you put yourself out there, how you respond to that, how you react to that. You can respond with kindness. You can respond with love. You can respond also with hate. Perfect example of what you see today. You can see it everywhere. You see the people that respond with love, and you see the others that respond with hate. Who are you more likely to want to be around? Who are you more likely to want to work with? Who are you going to be likely to make friendships or be friends with, right? So every time we do something or say something, people always notice. They look at you and they're very observant of who you are and what you do and how you treat yourself, but also how you treat other people. And this is essential to your brand visibility. These little tiny things is what makes up the whole picture of your growth and your success. And your very powerful word that I have to say is continuous. You know, many businesses grow, they grow very high, but they fall. They grow and they fall. Like, you know, we have ups and downs. That's part of life, right? I'm very blessed to say that I've been a successful personal trainer now for almost 24 years, and a big part of that has been working with, first of all, great people, because I couldn't do it alone, and also having the support of all the great people around me, and also working with a lot of referrals. I mean, until now, 24 years later, I still have referrals, and I barely promote my personal training or what I do. I just get the phone calls, messages, and the beautiful thing is that people tell me this magic word that you have to hear this. If you're successful in what you do, you need to hear these words from people. I heard about you. It's powerful. When people tell you, I heard about you, I heard good things about you, you've worked with my friend, my sister, my family member, my mother. It's a beautiful thing, because when people go out of their way to speak highly of you, that is the biggest honor that you can ever receive from anybody. It's the biggest honor. And I truly appreciate that. And that is my foundation to who I am, what I do, and why I do it. Because every time I hear that, it reminds me, okay, Elie, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. You need to get those reminders, and people will remind you every single day if you're doing something right or if you're doing something wrong. So pay attention to what people tell you, pay attention to how they speak with you, pay attention to how they respond to your work and your brand. And the word brand, it's very vague, but it all comes down to the same thing: you. It comes down to you, because there's going to be many haters, there's going to be many impersonators, but nobody will ever be able to do something like you can, and that will always be your X factor. So respect it. Find that one thing that sets you apart from everybody else, that can help you with your success. I'll give you an example. Yes, I've been a trainer for 24 years, but I've also grown and done other things as well. I've done some dancing, some acting. I participated in fundraisers. I go to a lot of networks. I show up for a lot of my friends' events to support their businesses. I also host parties and I host events. So I do a lot of different things. And when I was a trainer full time, I'm still a trainer, but I've incorporated a lot of different things. So one thing that I've appreciated about myself that I also had to respect is being versatile. And this is very important: versatility, being able to do your job, do your brand, but also show people a little bit about who you are. I know some people that are very afraid to do something because it's off brand. And there's a big fear. Oh, I can't do that because it's off brand. It's off brand. What the hell is off brand? Just because you want to do something different than someone else, you have to be afraid to do it? If you're afraid of doing something, that's already your cue that you should do it. It's already done. If you're afraid of doing something, you should say, yes, I want to do it because I want to grow. I want to get out of my comfort zone. And if it's off brand or on, it doesn't matter, because it's still a part of you. It's still a part of who you are and something that you want to do. Why would you limit yourself to do something if you want to do it just because you're afraid of what other people will think? So that's so important about brand visibility. Don't always care about what other people think. It's good to have a good reputation, put yourself out there, do what you got to do, but also respect yourself, respect what you want to do. And this is why I do many different things, because I've just appreciated something way beyond my brand, is the appreciation and the gratefulness of being alive. And this is my reminder. Life is just being alive, living and breathing is what gives us the opportunity to do anything that we want. So why would you want to limit yourself? For all the people that we know that are not alive, who passed away, people that we know, that we love, people that we see who have no chance to do anything else on earth, we have that chance. We have that chance. We have to absolutely own it. We have to own that and not be afraid to do different things if we choose to, and do our best in everything that we do. This is the meaning of life, in my opinion, just to be the best version of yourself. Another tip about brand visibility is familiarity. So the more people see you, the more they trust you. If they see your face, the more people see your face and see you interacting with others, and just seeing you, visibility, whether it be online or offline, creates a very strong relationship with people. So when they see you, they are always more likely to say hello, to want to speak with you, say, hey, I know you. Hey, I saw you there. I've had too many incidences like that where I would go somewhere, or just being online and people messaging me that, I heard about you. I saw you. I want to speak with you about this collaboration. Can we work together? So you build a lot of relationships. Some could be friendships, some could be business. But at the end of the day, every single relationship that we have with every person will ultimately help our growth, personally, spiritually, business-wise, in every single aspect. So familiarity is very important, to put yourself out there. A lot of people, they want to be successful. They want to get their name out. They want to get their brand out, but nobody knows who they are. They're hiding. They're hiding behind a screen. They're hiding behind a screen. You don't see them. Like, who are these people? People need to see you. Take off the sunglasses. Take them off. Let people see your eyes. Let people see what's really in there. Let people feel your energy. Let people in. And when you let people in, you always have the choice to choose who you want to be in your close circle, and the people that you just have to keep a little bit of a distance. And this is something that you learn in time, when you see the people that are there for you when they don't need something, and then there's the other people that they only reach out to you when they need something. And that's okay to have a mix of both. I also want to say something else very important, is likability. So not everyone is going to like you. That's just part of life. Not everybody is going to like you, and that's okay. And it's very important that you be yourself, because if you're not yourself, people will know it. They're not going to connect with it. And people need to be able to relate with you. Relatability is another important factor of brand visibility. When people can relate to who you are, or what you do, or the service that you do, this is important, because it really, really binds you to other people, to not only want to work with you, but also want to be around you. Who wants to work with anybody that they don't like? It's not going to go far, and it's not going to last. I like Latoya. First and foremost, I like her. That's enough. I like her and I trust her. Nefemi, I like her and I trust her. And for me, those are two very important things. Likability, also the trust factor. I like the way they work, but also I see how they speak with me, and how generous they are and courteous, and all these little things matter. I pay attention, like everybody else. We try to pay attention to these little tiny things that people do to go above and beyond to make sure that you're comfortable. You know what I'm talking about, right, Nefemi and Latoya? So, I mean, I pretty much covered a lot of different things. I'm looking at my notes here. Um, one thing that really I think would be real, two things actually. One thing is always introduce yourself. You know, like, why are people waiting for other people to introduce themselves? Are you kidding me? I mean, we don't got all day. You go out, you see people, if you see somebody that catches your attention or that looks interesting, step up, step up, go up to them. Hi, my name is, what's your name? Done. That's it. That's all. It's as simple as that. Don't wait around for other people to come up to you because it's not going to happen. Sometimes it might, but in many cases it won't. So go out of your way, take the first step, go out of your way, introduce yourself, what you do, who you are, and find out also a little bit about them, right? I mean, don't you want to have that interaction? You know, it could be, this could be your new best friend. You never know. And it's happened to me. I've met some of the most incredible people just by introducing myself. And that was just the first stone. And I also wanted to say support system, very important for brand visibility. You can go only so far by yourself. But when you know other people that you know truly, truly value you and what you do, and they appreciate you and they're grateful for you, you can feel it. It's not even something that you can see. You feel it. You have to go with that feeling. That is your people. That is your support system. And those are the people that you want close around you because they are going to build you up and they're going to help you not only be successful, they're going to make you enjoy the entire experience of life. It goes way beyond, and I'm talking way beyond brand visibility at this point, because the brand visibility is the stepping stone, and what people give you and how people react to what you value and offer them is the true essence of, I don't know how to say it in the right words, but it's the true essence of having a good quality of life. And I think at the end of the day, we want to have that good quality of life and we want to be able to go above and beyond, but we need sometimes that support system. You know, we don't even have to ask. The people that truly know you and want to help you, they will help you without even asking. And I've done that many times. I've shared things and helped people, didn't even ask. They didn't even ask me. And they were like, wow, thank you so much for sharing that. I've also, you know, I have to say, I've gone through experiences where I've helped some people expand. I've helped them in their business. I've helped promote them, just even simple friends. But when it came time to support me or support what I did, they disappeared. So that's okay. But that's all right. It's okay. For me, it's a wake up call to say, okay, next. That's not somebody that I want in my circle. That's okay. I can find other people in my life.